everybody, Shane Bernard here. I have my good friend Matt McCoy from Chicago. And we are here to talk to you about something crazy, super crazy. So here at the Worship Initiative, we're here at the studio, and we've recorded to date 100 songs, soon to be many more. And we've had such a strong desire for people to be able to use our actual tracks in a service when they're playing this deal. And we have stumbled upon this man right here and what he has created, and we could not be more excited and more thankful. And we're just gonna give you a little tour of this deal. So get ready, hold on for a few minutes. Matt?
It's gonna be good.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so what do we got here? We got a bunch of cool pedals and stuff. You know, typically when I think of like, at my church running tracks, I feel like way too complicated, not gonna do it. I'm just not. We've been playing music for 15 years. We've never used tracks because it's just like Ableton. I have to like go to school and then graduate from school. And
totally.
Then, you know, and so we just never have done it.
You have to be a computer ninja. And that's something we realized that, you know, a lot of people want to use tracks because it can really enhance what you're doing at your church. But it can just seem intimidating. Where it's like, hey, I just want to focus on leading worship. I don't want to have to be focusing on a computer and like foot controllers and audio interfaces and cables, and I just want to lead worship. And so at Loop Community, we're like, we need to make something that just makes this easy. So we came up with a free app for iPhone and iPad, and it's just simple to use. People can make a set list and turn up and turn down the instruments that you want, and you can play to a click track with band cues, you know, a little voice in your head that says verse 2, 3, 4. And then we came up with a foot controller that you can use and plug in, and it's really easy to stop and start your tracks.
Dude, this is all really new to me, so he's going to be taking me through this tour of this little guy. And what we've done is we've loaded a handful of songs from the Worship Initiative that we've recorded over the last year, and we've loaded them into your iPad, right? And I mean, at this point, we have 80 songs, worship songs from the Worship Initiative that you can download from the Loop Community, and you can put them in your iPad or your iPhone. But we just have a handful here, so can we start with something?
So really what we're looking at on the screen is all the blue tracks are faders, and these are the different instruments you can turn up. So you've got acoustic guitar, bass.
So that's me playing the acoustic guitar?
That's you playing the acoustic guitar. We could solo it and actually listen to it if we wanted.
Ooh.
There you are playing. So you can solo tracks, or you can mute tracks and turn things down. The red tracks are your click track and the cues, because we all know it's better, right, when a band plays together in time on a click.
Yeah, that's better.
So, and it's also nice that there's a little person that lets everybody in the band know where to go.
Can you let us hear the person?
Intro, 2, 3, 4.
It's cool. It's a nice kind of soothing voice.
No more like, because you know, like after a rehearsal, that for the 20th time, you have to be like, okay, guys, we're gonna do the down chorus after the bridge.
Totally.
Write that down, and then maybe they don't write it down. It's nice actually having someone that kind of just guides you through the song.
That is crazy. And so, like, I'm looking over here and I'm seeing big stop button. That looks pretty easy. Pause button. And then the 2 arrow keys, I assume that goes from song to song.
It'll go back to, I just went to the previous song and it started it. You can skip ahead by using this.
Oh my dear.
You can click this button and actually zoom in to see the waveform as it goes by, or the whole song.
That's Shaney I'm hearing right now. Watch let me solo him.
Boom.
It's amazing. Did you hear that? He's standing right there.
And what's cool as well is if the song feels a little too fast, we can slow it down.
Oh my gosh. No!
We can also change the key. If we're like, Shane is singing way too high, right? We gotta bring this down. Let me skip ahead here. We can actually change the key to whatever you need it to be. Right on the fly. I'm gonna solo it.
No. I want to turn it off.
Oh, yeah. So you can make set lists, save your set lists. What's really cool is people are using the app to, you know, let's just say you're a guitar player, then you can download, you know, the Worship Initiative tracks and solo the part and actually learn that
Totally.
guitar part. Or
Totally.
maybe like have someone else in your worship band
Yep.
practice with this at home before they get to church
Yep.
on the weekend.
Yep. And that totally like integrates in our whole site, because these actual parts, we have videos to all these parts, and so like you can like really like not only take this to wherever you're going to go on campus, have your iPad do it, you can watch a video, and then you can actually hear the same track.
Right, right.
There, so it's amazing.
Some churches are using it as well to do auditions. So let's just say someone is auditioning for drums, then you could play back the Lord I Need You track, the Worship Initiative, and maybe just
Intro
mute the
2.
drum track and just have them play along.
Totally.
You know, or a drummer at home could just practice
Totally.
drums with this track.
Down bridge 2.
And so, like, what I'm seeing is, I love the song "Lord, I Need You," and I'm at a small church. In fact, my wife and I help with a small church up in Ohio, and we have a drummer, we have a bass player, we have a guy who kind of plays keys, and that's about it. And then we have some voices, and so like, I can add a little supplementary. We have the pad, we have the keys, we have an acoustic guitar that we can throw in there, and we can just mix whatever we want in the track.
Right, yeah, so probably, you know, if you have a full band, if you're playing Lord I Need You, maybe it would sound something like this. We'll bring down, actually let's start with things down. And let's just bring in what we need. Here's like a percussion track. Maybe your pad player didn't show up or you don't have one.
Oh, that's a nice pad.
Or some keyboards.
Chorus.
You know, because we don't need
2.
drums because our drummer's here
4.
at church. Maybe bring in some electric.
Maybe a little bass.
Down chorus 2, 3, 4.
That's amazing.
And then if you want to fade out the whole song, you can just use this master fader and just bring it down.
Oh no, that's amazing.
And you can kind of do a down chorus.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so you use whatever tracks you need, and it can just help make your band sound full and just massive.
Yeah. It's also such a great tool. I mean, something we talk about here a lot is, you know, doing the fundamentals well. You know, like playing on pitch, singing on pitch, playing on pitch in time.
Right.
And this is such a great tool to like give you some bones to rise. You just like to fit in. I mean, it has this great sounding click. It has the cues happening, and everything's sort of hitting at the same time.
Yeah.
And it kind of inspires you to want to do that too. So it's amazing.
And it can be a great tool for a drummer who just wants to practice at home with a metronome. If you want to just add a click track, we can hit Add Songs. And then there's a button here that says Add Click Track. And I can just type in the name of the song. Yeah. So let's just say we're doing, I don't know, what's a song? Revelation song.
Revelation song.
So you could type in Revelation song. I'll just type in Revelation. And then we can choose the tempo, so 76 BPM at 4/4. And now it just added a click track that the drummer can just play along with that.
Oh, that's great. And so, like, maybe you want to do a handful of Worship Initiative songs, or you find other tracks at y'all's site, Live Community, and there's just one there that you want to play that you don't have the tracks. Well, you can put the click track in, right? Is that what I'm seeing?
Right. Yeah, you could just put the click track in.
So you can put the click track in and just play it with an acoustic, or you have it with a band, or if you don't have to have. That's amazing.
Yeah, because just playing to a click track will make your band sound
absolutely
better. So
absolutely.
yeah, it's pretty cool. And then this foot controller down here.
Yeah, show me how this thing works.
The whole idea of this is, you know, you're a guitar player and you don't have your hands free, so you wouldn't want to put this in front of you and then in between songs hitting your iPad. People would probably think you're like playing Angry Birds or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Checking some email while you.
Yeah. So what we want to do is we just made a foot controller so you can use your feet to start and stop your songs.
Cool.
So you could hit button 1 and it's going to go to song 1 and play it. Or you can do song 2 and it's going to play song 2.
Intro. 2,
The stop
3,
button
4.
will kill the track. Button 3 will go to your third song in your set list. And so you can really use it to control your tracks.
That's amazing. And then you have just go to the previous or the next track or whatever.
Right.
And then you also have this thing. Matt was showing me this earlier. That say, for me, another reason why I feel like I've swayed away from tracks is that I want control at the end of a song,
Yeah.
whether that's good or bad. Instead of having this like worship song and a stop, and then a worship song, and then a stop, and then a capo change, and then a worship song, and so that kind of keeps me from doing that. And so like this is gonna, in a lot of ways, it's really going to fix that. Here, for example. If I make a set list?
Yeah, let's make a set list.
Okay, so maybe I'd like to start with Lord, I Need You.
Well, okay, let's hit load set list, then we'll create new set list. And we'll just name it October 2nd. That's today, all right? Now let's hit add songs, and it's gonna pull up your song library of all the songs that you have in your library. So you wanna do I Need You. So we'll click that. It's gonna add it to our set list. What's another song you wanna do?
And then Cornerstone.
Cornerstone, okay. There's Cornerstone. All right, great.
Okay, so let's just start with that. And so I see a problem right now just immediately. Like I want to do these two songs in the same key, which if you're a worship leader, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? It's like, man, I wish they would have done this song in a different key. And so like, let's just make it easier to sing. So can we make Cornerstone in B?
Right, yeah, so we'll click on Cornerstone, and then in the bottom right corner, just hit.
I mean, it's just crazy. So
close it down.
So all the tracks just changed keys for you.
Yeah.
Do you get that? That's nutso.
It's like magic.
It's magical. And then, so let's just try that. I don't even know that. Maybe you want to do it a little bit faster, a little bit slower. I don't know. You can just kind of play the song and see if you would want to slow it up or speed it down. But let's just start there. So let's just say like let's go to the end of I Need You and see maybe how I would get into Cornerstone. And just so you know, this pedal, any kind of volume pedal, it just it does the same thing as this master track here.
Right.
And so like when I do this guy, check it out.
It's gonna turn it down.
Oh my gosh. So at the end of a song, no matter how the track ends, maybe you don't like how the end of the song ends, you can just fade it down and you can keep on singing. So I need you, Lord, and you can fade the track down and then you're just going, you and an acoustic guitar. And then you can stop the track, so now it's stopped and it's just you. And then you're just waiting on whenever the next song would happen. And so can we try that?
Yeah, let's try it. So we'll bring it to the end of Lord, I Need You.
And so I'm gonna sort of say, I want to defense my righteousness, oh God. So on maybe Oh God,
yeah.
I'll start the next song and we'll just maybe demonstrate how this would happen if I were using these tracks. So.
Okay. So yeah, it'd be song 1 and then song 2.
Okay, here we go. Song 1. So we're at the end of the song here.
Yeah, oh yeah, so let me just go ahead and skip ahead here.
So say we just led the song.
Yeah.
And then maybe mute the acoustic guitar.
Yeah, we'll mute the acoustic.
I just faded the song down and I stopped the track. And my one defense, my righteousness, oh God, how I need you. 2, 3, 4. And then we're right into Cornerstone. Pretty cool, huh? Good. See, there's no acoustic in the track. And we changed the key of the song already. I'm actually tuned down on my guitar, and so I would do that. So now I can play it and see if I want to. Or B. This is actually B.
Yeah. Right, and if it was just you playing, and maybe even if you were just doing an acoustic worship session, you could just use
the mushy stuff.
Just like mushy stuff, yeah, like pads, like that, you know.
Or maybe you wanted to put the acoustic guitar in, and I could play in a different voicing.
Right, that's cool. Right, so if it was just you playing with acoustic and just a little mushy.
So that's the same thing as like, you know, I think on that track I played it in C. And so that would be the same thing as two acoustic players playing together.
Down chorus.
And
2,
you can just jump into the
3,
chorus.
4.
Oh yeah, we could even just make it just the acoustic.
Full
Playing
band.
wrong.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, it said full band. That was great.
Verse.
Yeah, that's cool.
2, 3, 4.
This is blowing my mind right now.
Maybe you could even have your sound guy have that. I don't know.
Totally.
Or someone in your band, and they could actually be adding different elements as well.
Absolutely. Like a holes within.
Tag. 2, 3, 4.
Like a holes within the veil.
Chorus. 2, 3,
Christ
4.
alone, cornerstone, the weak made strong in the Savior's love. Through the storm, He is
Interlude.
Lord.
2, 3,
Lord,
4.
Cool, huh? Got a little Shaney in your brain up here?
That's
Singing
cool,
along.
man. That's awesome.
That is crazy amazing. And so like this for me, it totally changes creating a set list in the right key, making sure that there's some sort of transition from song to song. It just totally revolutionizes that whole thing for me.
Right. So it flows, and it
You can change the tempo to the, I
Change
mean, these
speed
tempos are
up,
really
slow down.
similar. So like you might want to just have it on the same tempo. Like, I mean, you could, compromise at
Right.
70 BPM and it would be,
Yeah, and make them both 72, or make them
yeah.
both 70.
that would be crazy awesome.
But yeah, it can help fill in. You know, if your bass player calls in sick the night before, or you don't have a keyboard player, then just use the tracks from the recording.
It's blowing my mind.
It's another instrument in your band.
Oh, it's one or
tool.
two or three or 10 or, I mean, and we had a great time recording. And if you're, on our website, maybe you're not, maybe you're at the Loop community, we would love for you to visit our website. But we have tons of different instruments. And so you'll have mandolin tracks and banjo tracks and maybe a slide guitar and all kinds of different keyboard tracks and synth tracks and all this stuff. So you have not just another instrument, but whatever you need to make whatever you're doing better.
Right.
It's just right at your fingertips, and it's just nuts.
Right.
So, and so if you're here at our website, look around. We hope that this website will be a blessing to you. And if you're at Loop Community, we love this place, and so we want to support this place as much as we can. So take a look at the songs below, and we hope that you're blessed by it. So have a great day.